Good evening. Heavy rain over the north and the west last night as the first of the feeder bands surrounding what is now Tropical Cyclone Winston moved over Fiji. Some local flash flooding was reported in Ra and surrounding areas this morning. Currently, we are in a bit of a quiet zone between the feeder bands. However, more rain is expected to move over Fiji tonight, and it will also be heavy at times around the west and the north once again. 131 mm was reported at Penang Mill in Ra, while 93 mm of rain was reported at the Raiwai Mill in Ba. 54 mm and 63 mm at Lautoka and Nadi respectively rounded out a wet night around the Western Division. Category 1 Tropical Cyclone Winston is evident on the satellite image between Fiji and Vanuatu. The increased organization of the cloud bands is evident on the imagery, signs that pressure is falling and winds are strengthening around the center of the cyclone. We expect TC Winston to intensify into a Category 2 system overnight. The wind circulation of TC Winston dominates the wind chart this evening. TC Winston is intensifying as it moves south. Tomorrow morning, the center of the cyclone will pass about 500 kilometers west of Nadi around sunrise as it makes its closest approach to Fiji. Further intensification is expected after the cyclone passes Fiji and moves southwards. Heavy rain warnings are in force for the Western Division, including the nearby offshore islands. Overcast skies with periods of rain across the west tomorrow. Occasional heavy falls are likely and may be associated with thunder. Local flash flooding likely. Strong and squally northerly winds. Up north, heavy rain warnings are in force for Vanuatu, including the nearby offshore islands. Cloudy with periods of rain across the northern division tomorrow. Rain will be heavy at times, possibly with thunder. Local flash flooding likely. Strong and squally northerly winds. Overcast and humid across the central and eastern divisions again tomorrow, with rain increasing during the day. Heavy rain warnings are in force for all of Vitilevu and Kandavu. Rain easing to just a few showers about the southern Lau group, fresh to strong and gusty northerly winds. Northerly winds strong and squally gusting to 80 km per hour over the west, easing to moderate to fresh about the east and the south. Moderate seas rising rough over the west and the north, including Bligh waters and the northern Coral Sea. Increasing northerly swells about the western and northern divisions. Mariners should use every precaution and small craft should stay in port for the next 24 to 48 hours. While the center of Tropical Cyclone Winston will remain well offshore and not affect land areas of Fiji, the heavy rain and squally winds on the periphery of the cyclone will bring more heavy rain and squally winds on Saturday, with winds expected to shift westerly in the Western Division. Will continue to see the bulk of the shower and storms. Always stay alert during cyclone events, even if a direct impact over land is not expected, as such systems are the most common cause of heavy rain and flash flooding. Please stay away from floodwaters, as the most common cause of death during cyclones is drowning. Also be sure and heed advisories from local authorities, including DISMAC, Divisional Office, staff and police. You can keep up to date through our various subscription services. Details of how to subscribe for mobile weather updates via text message for Vodafone and Ink users are on our Facebook page, and for details on how to get access to our premium subscription service, you can check out our website at NaDraki.com. Please do check in tomorrow evening and over coming days for more local weather information. From the MyTV and NaDraki team, we wish you a pleasant evening.